Hello, sports fans, sports bettors, and YouTube Nation. John here with Ricket Picks. Have some NFL action for you for Sunday, October 6th, 2019, Week 5. One great bet and my 5 top picks. We're going to start with one great bet. The Chicago Bears travel to Oakland to take on the Raiders. The Bears are favored by 5 in this one, and the Bears got off to a sluggish start in Green Bay. Since then, they have just pounded teams to a grinding halt. The Bears' defense continues to improve every game, and now Roquan Smith is back to make it even stronger. The Raiders, on the other hand, have been up and down. The bright spot has been the tight end Darren Waller and wide receiver Tyrell Williams. Williams has scored a touchdown in every game this season. Attention, fantasy players. Vontez Burfict has been suspended for the rest of the season for his helmet-to-helmet contact on tight end Jack Doyle last week. The process has now went to the appeals court as John Gruden is very upset and frustrated by the ruling. So we will see how that plays out, but it hurts the Raiders' defense, no doubt. Khalil Mack is going to be all over the field Sunday, showing Raider Nation what they could have and should have still had. They wouldn't pay him. The Bears would. There may be some animosity there. An already good Bears defense is just going to get better and shut down the Raiders. The Bears are going to cover the 5 points with Chase Daniels. He's a good quarterback. They brought in Mitchell Trubisky. They believe in Mitchell Trubisky. He's hurt. Chase Daniels is going to take advantage of his opportunity to show the NFL what he can do. I would put a 1.5 unit play on this for a return of a 1.42 units. Next, we're going to move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. I think that Kyle Allen has trouble with the Jacksonville defense, and Christian McCaffrey will be somewhat held at bay, so he's only going to get about 120 yards from scrimmage instead of 200. Minshew does not flash greatness in this game. He's a good quarterback, and he's taken advantage of his opportunity to play very well. They're going to get the job done. They're going to find a way to win. They've been grinding out games. They're getting 3.5 points. I would take Jacksonville and the 3.5 points here, although I do believe they will win the game outright. Next is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Does anyone remember what happened last year when the $9 dog Tampa Bay Buccaneers went into New Orleans? They whipped them. They're not going to whip them in this game, but I believe they're going to win. The Buccaneers are surprising a lot of football teams by how good their offense is and their surprising defense at times. I wouldn't, everybody's going to say, oh, well, they don't have a defense. They gave up 40 points to the Rams. Who's not going to give up a bunch of yards to the Rams? The Seahawks just gave up a bunch of yards to the Rams, but they still beat them. The Buccaneers have an offense that can hang with anyone in the NFL. The Saints are a very well-balanced team with Teddy Bridgewater, but Michael Thomas has not been what he was last year, and I believe Breeze has a lot to do with that. Also, tight end Jared Cook is not the same that he has been or he was last year with the Raiders. They just haven't found a way to work him into their offense. And I think, like Goff did with the Buccaneers, Bridgewater is going to turn the ball over a few times. Nagamda Suh's going to be in the backfield. He's going to cause some havoc for Alvin Kamara. And I believe the Buccaneers will take advantage of that. And they get 3 points. And I think that they're going to win the game also. So I would take the Buccaneers and 3 points. That takes us out to the New York Jets at the Philadelphia Eagles. The 0-3 New York Football Jets and the 2-2 Eagles square off in Philly. The Eagles have found their groove lately, beating the Packers. The Jets are coming off of a bye week. I'm getting to work with Luke Falk a little bit more on some issues. He is a WSU quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's just not NFL ready currently, and that's been a problem. Le'Veon Bell has failed to get going because the offensive line just can't create a lane for him. All he needs is a little bit of a hole, and he hasn't been able to even get anything going. Carson Wentz is almost thrown for 1,000 yards already and 9 touchdowns. The Eagles running back committee is starting to look stronger. Miles Sanders, the rookie, is stepping up and opening up the field for everyone. He's pass catching, he's running, he's here, there, and everywhere. I think the Eagles' offense just has too much for the Jets' defense in this one. They score early, they score often, and they will cover the 14.5-point spread. Last, we have the Minnesota Vikings at 2-2, traveling to New York to take on the New York Football Giants, who are also 2-2. The Vikings are coming off a tough game against the Bears, in which they scored just once, but I think that's going to be a theme with the Bears' defense this year. Teams are not going to score that much against them. The Giants are coming off a game against the Redskins. We all know the Redskins are having issues, and it has yet to be seen if they're going to stop anyone. It has not yet been decided if Stephon Diggs will play for the Vikings. Saquon Barkley was at practice, limited from his high ankle sprain, and Wayne Gallman was a little banged up in the last game, so we're not sure who's going to be the running back for the Giants. I wouldn't think that Saquon's going to be the running back just because why bring him back if he's not fully ready to play and 100%? You're going to need the guy for the rest of the season and the rest of his career. So I don't think they're going to push him that much. The Vikings had a mediocre performance, but again, they were playing a very, very good defense. I look for Dalvin Cook to get going in this one, and the Vikings defense to show up a little bit and slow down Daniel Jones and the Giants. And I'm taking the Vikings and the 5.5 points. They're giving up 5.5 points in this one, but Vikings win. If you don't want to miss my football picks, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. I'll tell you all my latest betting advice. We got hockey, Major League Baseball, and football going on right now. Drop a couple fantasy videos. But if you guys, all my suggestions are just suggestions. If you don't think the play's smart or you don't like it, don't jump on it. It's as simple as that. You know, some of these plays, the Bears we're playing. You know, we're playing the Jaguars. We're all over them. So those are our thoughts. You guys have a great day. Good luck with your sports bets, and have fun.